Dragon Ball Daima has continued to make waves within the anime community. You're wondering how? Super Saiyan 4. If you haven't checked it out, you definitely need to get into that. And we've got loads of fun conversations for you guys to get involved. My name is G from Ginyu Talk, and this is my boy Anime Addict from Anime Addict, the YouTube channel. So yeah, definitely need to check him out when you can. So I'm gonna get straight into this for you, my guy.
All right.
Super Saiyan 4 has just been making so much waves. And what I've seen at the minute is that Goku has been somewhat struggling in his Super Saiyan 4. And I think maybe it's because he's in his kid version form. Do you think we might actually see a full power Super Saiyan 4? And when I say a full power, I mean, where from the last episode, we see that Glorio is about to make a wish. I'm on record saying that he is about to wish for all of them to be grown-ups again. Do you think we'll see Super Saiyan 4 full power in as Goku in his adult form?
Yeah, so with the wish from Glorio, I do believe that they're all going to be adults in this next episode. I think Goku's going to go full power. I also think Neva is going to unlock it for Vegeta, and we're going to end up seeing a fusion between the two as adult Super Saiyan 4s.
Whew. That look, I think it's gonna happen as well. I feel like if because nobody really thought Super Saiyan 4 was coming out, especially when Daima first started. And that's kind of brought somewhat of a full circle with GT fans because people liked, maybe not have liked, maybe people didn't always like Dragon Ball GT, but they loved Super Saiyan 4. Now, to complete the circle, do you think they're going to show it for Vegeta? I know you said yeah, but I mean, do you think he deserves to have this form, or are you happy with just seeing Goku having his form on its own and just saying that's it?
Okay, so I will say if it's only Goku, I will be happy about it. However, I think because of the fusion where they have to be on the same level, they're both going to be Super Saiyan 4. And then, so I think in terms of like safely guessing what we're getting, it's most likely going to be a new form because it's a new method of transforming, or a fusing, I should say. But it is possible that we get a Gogeta because of both being Super Saiyan 4, and as we all know in GT, they went Gogeta when they're both Super Saiyan 4.
Wow. Now that you've just led me into the fusions, because I was actually thinking about this, is that a lot of people are saying Gogeta, Gogeta. The only thing I need to kind of ask here is we've had Vegeta with the Potara earrings. We've got Gogeta in the fusion dance. Yes, I'm aware that for Gogeta to be summoned, they have to do the fusion dance.
Right.
And that hasn't been done for Goku and Vegeta until the Broly movie, which we're far away from. So, because this is before all of that, and this is a bug fusion, can it really be called Gogeta if eventually Gogeta is going to be Gogeta in later on down the line? Or does it have to be a different name and a different look?
Yeah, so I do think if I was to predict, I do believe it's going to be a brand new form. Um, as for the name, I've had a little bit of trouble trying to think of a name because there's different ways that you could combine Kakarot or Goku with Vegeta. So there's different ways that you could call this fusion, whatever name Toriyama decided to call it before, he passed away and everything. So I'm actually not sure what the name would be for the new fusion.
Yeah. And do you think because Gogeta always traditionally had more of a Goku design, do you think this new fusion is going to have more Vegeta enhanced features to kind of differentiate it more from the existing fusions we've seen?
Um, that's a tough question. I'm actually not sure about that. I don't know if possibly with Neva using his magic, he's able to kind of determine the outcome of the look, if that's a thing, or if depending on the fusion bugs, because we actually don't know, like we haven't seen an example of the fusion bugs used, so I'm not sure if that would like change the appearance even deeper or not.
Yeah, it's just one of those things because you always with these new fusions, you always want to make sure it's so much different from what we've had because you can't have them dressed up like Vegito because it's you can't really call it Vegito because there's already a different type of fusion to unlock him. You can't have it looking like, you can't have him dressed up like Gogeta because there's already a fusion for that. We've already seen Goten and Trunks do it, meaning that you can't then have that same look. The only thing I could probably think about is because Gogeta has always had, sorry, not Gogeta, Vegeta has always, his outfit has always been Vegeta outside, Goku inside. The most interesting thing you could do is you could do it vice versa. Have the orange outside and the blue inside, and maybe add a bit of a strong Vegeta presence. That would make it a different type of fusion, if that makes sense, because it won't look like what we've always had.
Yeah.
And I
Hmm.
think and I think that's probably what will make not just myself and hopefully other Dragon Ball fans believe it a bit more, because like I said, it can't look like the two that we've already had, because then
Yeah.
it's made it
Um,
redundant
so
in
uh,
my eyes.
yeah. So as you were talking, I was actually thinking about this last week's episode. Goma, the way that he was breaking down the forms, the uniforms went back to how they were before. So I'm assuming that the appearance, like the outfits and everything, is um looks the way they do because of Neva's magic. So maybe Neva, like I kind of pointed out earlier, how he could like make sure like how this is gonna look, to kind of make sure that it's different from Vegito and Gogeta, because this is like a demon realm form, whereas the other ones were used but with the Bataras and the fusion.
Yeah, and I think just rounding it off on fusions is, outside of Goku and Vegeta fusion, with the bug fusion still in play, if it wasn't to be used for Goku and Vegeta, which other fusion amongst all the characters that are available to us in Daima right now would you like to see? So give me your wackiest your wackiest fusion group.
Okay, so after I saw them team up in last week's episode, and they both have lightning attacks, I went with Piccolo and Glorio into Piccolorio.
Okay, okay,
Yep.
that would be interesting. Yeah, I think because my outside bet is I think Do and Ku are going to fuse with the bug fusion, because I just don't think, because the way the margin fusion was always set up is absorption is more of a, hey, I'm dominating you, I'm stronger than you, and I don't think Do or Ku are gonna do the absorption that way, and I think they'll probably do as a bug fusion, which makes it seem like more of a we're equals than I'm taking your power for myself kind of thing. Because especially with the margin, they put you in that little cocoon kind of thing, which is, which is obviously a bit, which I don't think they'll do for those two.
So respectfully, I think I have to disagree with that, only
Okay.
because it seems like Do is on a higher level than Ku. I think we can agree on that.
Mm,
I think Ku would kind of give himself up to Do and be willing, because Do has all the power.
yep.
So I believe that Do, not in a way to where he's like, oh, I'm better than you, but in a way as to where, oh, we can help Goku and Vegeta and the others take down Goma.
I could see that. I'm open to that. I said, I hope it's them. I hope it's them. Actually, that
Yeah.
would be a really, really, really cool fusion. And then as we round off this video, I wanted to try something different. So we can see that we're basically in the last two episodes of Daima. Eventually, Goma has to be defeated. How he'll be defeated, nobody knows. So my question here is, how do you think Goma will be defeated? That's number one. And the second one is, how do you think Goma should be defeated?
Okay, so I think how he will be defeated is that they target the third eye and destroy it, so then he has no higher source of power. I think how they should beat him is, this is kind of going off a little bit from what I said earlier, but if it was a possible Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, he could use the Vegito sword in order to cut down the eye. But like I said, that kind of deters away from what I actually think will happen.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, that'll be wicked if he does cut it out, because they still do need to look for a way to take it out.
Yeah, and I was also wondering if they would actually destroy it, or if they're able to keep it in one piece, and then someone like Shin or somebody could take it back to Earth and like like lock it up somewhere.
No, I don't think they should do that. I think they might destroy it because it's having its existence will always ensure a hierarchy system. And I think by the end of Goma being taken out, I think they'll be destroying the whole prejudice between Demon World 1 all the way to 3. And the existence of the eye will always ensure that if someone has it, they're able to have this ultimate power over everybody. So I think they might get rid of it just to remove that segregation between the three demon worlds, to allow people to be able to move freely and without having to feel like because you're in Demon World 3 you need to be having these collars, and if you're in Demon World 1 you need to be doing what I think that's probably the best way to unite all the demon worlds without having that entity that makes it a possibility for one person to overpower everybody.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense than what I was thinking.
So guys, literally let us know what you guys think about this. Do you agree with the things we're talking about? Do you not agree? If you don't agree, let us know why you don't agree. Make sure to follow Anime Addict on his YouTube channel. Anime Addict, tell him what you do on your channel.
So I do mainly reactions, but I also do reviews. I'm open to do any type of anime content as a whole.
You heard him. You check him. You should check out his Super Saiyan 4 reaction video. So until then, guys, we will see you guys soon in the next video.